Since I was young, I've always been attracted to vampires, and I never really knew why. When I was still a child, I dreamed of meeting an emo vampire in the forest who would take me out of this banal life of human existence. In short, it's a bit cringe, but I was 10 years old, okay? Enough jokes. Over time, I began to realize that I would never meet real vampires until the day it happened, and it was far from the romantic image I had in my childhood dreams. I was 17, almost 18 when it happened. It was a time when I was active on Discord, and since this story, I have completely deserted that. I was wandering around the web trying to find interesting servers, especially RP servers, and then I came across a vampire RP server that seemed extremely realistic and well put together. Because, in fact, once I joined it, I quickly realized that it wasn't RP at all, but rather a server full of bloodsuckers and their prey. People who regularly gave them their own blood or who volunteered to do it in the future. These Sanguarians, as they call themselves, drank blood directly from people's veins with an infusion, an incision, or even directly on their teeth, posting glasses of blood or infusions from their donors on various server rooms. The owner of the server was a man around 30, 40 years old. He often went on trips and seemed to do very serious research on Sanguarians, dissecting each case he encountered on his server or in real life, one by one to understand this condition, this vital need for blood that he had. Because according to him, his body needed it medically to survive, and he was the only one on the server in this condition. Most were just depressed and withdrawal teenagers of landmark crazy people. Impressionable people. Or people who wanted to feel different. I met several people in this server, including this real vampire chef. I didn't know him more personally, but two of them left an impression on me. A man 6 years my senior in a total trip and convinced of being a real vampire trying to guide young vampires who are barely discovering themselves was convinced that I was like him. And that I was the only one like him. Him who many signs in me did not receive, notably the fact that I'm allergic to the sun. He wanted us to drink each other's blood to satisfy our thirst. It was totally crazy. Another man of my age at the time, this time also thought that I was a vampire, and he wanted to satisfy a certain morbid curiosity and, above all, become a vampire himself. He had even trained to be in good physical condition to become one. Fortunately, I have never met anyone from this server, but from what I know, the administrators often organize events among themselves and with certain members. Honestly, I don't know why I'm telling all of this. Maybe to get feedback. Similar or different experiences with vampires. I didn't go into too much detail because I might have problems. Because while I'm scaring the vast majority of crazy people in there, some members were enigmatic, seeming to be hiding something even more disturbing than madness. Thanks so much for making it to the end of this video. A quick shout out to my patrons: Seven Cities Journalist, Mr. Sankofa, Austin My Love, Rinku Star, William Hartley, Cupcake Kips, Alonzo, Icy Narrates, and Jesse Hartley. And guys, every month I put in the description a different cause or organization or charity to give money to donate. Me, myself, I'm devoutly Christian, so these are the places that I tend to include in my tithing for the month. And if you so feel led to give back to someone in need who really needs that operation for that super rare disease, or to relieve a family of their grief and their loss, or even just general natural disaster funds, it would be so, so wonderful if you guys could check out the links in my description, or even just go off and find another cause that you would like to donate to. I highly encourage it. Even if you can only give $1, it is so good to help people in their time of need. And I love the idea of paying it forward. And hey, if you're one of my patrons and you're giving to me monthly and you don't have enough funds to do both, to support me and to support someone else in need, I also highly encourage not being my patron, even if you do want to eventually in the future, and giving to that other person. I would really appreciate that, guys. Let's make this a world that loves and cares about each other. And aside from that, thank you guys again for watching and also for your continued support. Let me know how I can be praying for you. You can leave a comment. You could find my Instagram and send me a message. You can message me in my Discord server, and I'd love to do that for you guys. Thank you again so much. God bless, and I'll see you in the next video.